All right, for the people in the back who don't be understanding why I let the music play, it's to give YouTube time to send out notifications. There's about 1 to a 3 minute window in which YouTube sends out the notifications. Just give you guys time to thumbs up the video. It gives you guys time to tag whomever you want to tag into the video. It gives you guys the opportunity to share the video out before it gets started to your Facebook, to your YouTube community wall, to your Instagram, Snapchat, wherever it is you have digital media. It allows you to get situated and comfortable before we get the show started. If you are a part of the replay gang, please shut the hell up, because you, unlike those who are here in real time, have the luxury of fast forwarding past the first 2-3 minutes of the damn video. Okay, so enjoy the luxury of not actually having to endure waiting room music or the elevator experience or the escalator or the hotel lobby experience, etc. All right, so thumbs up, share, and we will get started briefly. Consciouz Crew, it is your boy, your favorite breakdown commentator, CTV. And girl, are we going to do some breaking down today? All right, before we even get started, you guys know what we're here to talk about. So go ahead and thumbs up the video. Please share wherever it is you have social media at, whether that's your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your Facebook, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know the real loud, live, and in color. Also, make sure that you are and have your notification bell set to all, because you never want to miss a day or an hour where the king is in fact kanging. Shout out to all of the new subbies, girl. We're climbing. We've had a 1K and beyond jump. We are on our way to 45.6, girl, on our way to 50K, 60K, all of that good jazz. We're all-purpose commentating platform. We keep it all the way real. Even our face can get dragged. We don't give a damn. All right. We're here to, in fact, commentate. This also is a very safe space for all parties, regardless of who they are fans of or not fans of, to enjoy a platform where they can get their rocks off. So we don't do a whole lot of blocking here, although we ask that you do. Is stick to the subject matter. You guys can challenge the subject matter. You guys can challenge each other in the chat. Just do not take no personal low blows to anyone in the chat, anyone on the panel, and damn sure you're not going to direct no low blows to the king himself. But you are allowed to debate your opinion down to the ground. You are allowed to debate the subject matter down to the ground. You are allowed to be oppositional. You are allowed to have your own mind. Now, that does not mean that you won't get cussed the hell out, but once again, all replies need to have to do with the subject. There's no need for nobody to be going low about matters that none of us have a lot of facts about to begin with, all right? These are all our opinions, so please, everybody, respect everybody's opinions, but we will indulge in getting into our opinions, expressing our opinions, and indulging in our opinions, all right? I want a free forum platform going into 2024 where everybody can converge and merge and get into their things. All right, let's be great debaters here, okay? What's up? Actually, I think that's it, girl. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Oh, girl.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you guys, please make sure that you guys are thumbing up. Let me speak to some of you guys in the building. What's going on, VS Speaks? What's going on, Hood Hacks TV? Hey, Ebony, you may have to mediate a peace offering. Oh, my God. Hey, Auntie Trisha. Hey, John. What's going on? Nosy Hold Live, where the mystery resides. What's going on, boo? Hey, y'all. Hey, Team Perfect. Hey, Ray. Hey, Millionaire. Hey, C. What's going on, beautiful ones? Hey, Cali Girl. Hey, K Person. What's going on, Darian? Hey, Caitlin. What's going on, Ebony? Hey, Millionaire. What's going on? Let me scroll up. Hey, Keeny. Hey, Rovonda. What's going on, Chi-Town? Hey, Jacquees Cooking. Hey, Andre. Hey, boo. What's going on, Lady D? What's going on, C? Hey, Shayla. What's going on, Jonathan, honey, who is a card-carrying member of the Funky Bunch? You know what the gag is? I'm also a card-carrying member of the Funky Bunch. Hello, but I am going to let y'all know and give a disclaimer right now, baby. Grab your high blood pressure medicine now. Grab it now, girl. Okay? I don't know whether you need a refill. Call your local pharmacy, CVS, Walgreens, Piggly Wiggly, etc., girl, and make sure that they rev up the volume, because it's just more unpopular opinion to come, girl. All right, look, I can only call it how the hell I see it. I'm just not willing to lie. I don't even give a damn if that's gonna piss off 90% of folk. It's my opinion, it's my observations, and y'all already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna thoroughly explain to you why I see the things the way that I do, okay? I'm not going to make no flippant perspective, okay? You know, I'm going to have a well-informed opinion, even if you don't agree with the opinion, all right? Still going to be a well-informed one. What's going on, Philly? Hey, K Rich. Hey, Sherry. What's going on, Majestic? Hey, Miss D. What's going on, Brown Beauty? Hey, Monica. Hey, y'all. Let me speak. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Dreaming Edmund. Hey, Boo. What's going on, Corinthia? Hey, what's going on, Carolyn? Hey, Jay Goody. Hey, Jake. Hey, TW. There's so many of y'all in the building, honey. I don't know if I can get to all these folk. Hold on. Y'all thumbs up. What's going on, John? Hey, boo. We got a Jonathan and got an old nasty piece of John in the building. Got all my baby daddies in the building. I actually like Funky, but I'm still going to tell that part. Like, I don't understand why we can't. People know two things can be true at once. A lot of us love our family. And also can be honest about not standing their ways sometimes. It doesn't mean you don't like your cousin because your cousin got some BS ways or do some bullshit, or you don't like your grandparents, or you don't like your parents. It can go two ways and both ways with everybody else in our life. Why we get to social media and think that just because we have a criticism or a perspective about someone that it means that we're hating. Don't Funky and Dineva also get paid to have an opinion? Why the rest of us don't get the luxury of being seen as having an opinion? Because y'all didn't even want his ass alive after he came from Chloe Bailey. Okay? Me, Nosy, and the rest of my peers and compadres, we're in the same business, get paid to do the same work, and have the same platforms in the same genre and field, and we just have an opinion. Now, I'm not going to say we all equal. You know, there are some super raggedy ass motherfuckers out here, you know, who just do the most. But those of us who commentators, we're just commentating. And it doesn't mean because we have a objective or an attitude, or we even dislike what someone is doing or saying, or we are even pointing out the BS in what they're saying, that it means we don't like the person. Because I still like Funky Dineva. Funky is still the fucking GOAT of YouTube. He's still the GOAT with a synthetic wig on YouTube. I still like Funky. But I'm going to have an opinion, especially since he's the only one who's doing all the talking. See, that's where a lot of people getting it effed up at. If that Funky is the one out here doing all the talking, it's very hard to deflect and to be distracted by everything he's doing when he's the only person who's doing it. It'll be different if Al was jumping out of the window, if Claudia was jumping out of the window. He's the only one out of the window. So unfortunately, he is the person who all the attention is going to be focused upon, for better and or for worse. Because he's the only one yabba dabba damn doing. Okay? But we're going to get into all of that. Because you know. What's going on, Alexa? Hey, boo. I used to expose a lot of Tasha's lies tonight. She's not to be trusted, as Funky said. We're going to get into all of that, honey. We're going to get into all of it, all right? But we got to start it off right. And I already got an old nasty piece of cash here from my baby mother, Teresa, for my sugar daddy. Thank you, baby mother. You guys know you can always show me how real the love is on PayPal and Cash App, which is in the description box below. My beautiful moderators are always rotating all my links thereof, etc. All right. Now, first and foremost, can we just give some credence, honey? Can we just give the credence to the king, baby, for getting his old nasty piece of LLC, getting his ink, getting his trademarking, getting his together, all right? And yes, I have to thank Claudia Jordan for doing that. You guys know she came through and dropped so many crazy gems about the business, about the importance of your LLC, trademarking, etc. And I told you guys that I had finally applied for all of my paperwork in order to legitimize my brand and to essentially claim legal ownership of it. So shout out to Miss Claudia, because that probably would have came a lot later in the game than what it really did, all right? So I was sent a beautiful folder and binder with all of my stuff, and I want to shout out my Patreon members who are so loyal and so faithful to me month after month, okay? Because that $5 a month goes a long way, because that's what I use to pour everything back into the brand. So when we got new backdrops and we got new webcams and things just became more fabulous, honey, anything I need to do regarding the brand, I pour what you guys give to me back into what you guys help me to create. So I want to shout out all of my contributors, especially my Patreon members who give their tithe and offering faithfully every month. Shout out to you guys, and I can't tell you guys how rewarding and amazing it was to finally just get this done. And it was just right on time, considering all of the things that I will be doing in 2024 that you guys will see play out as the year moves along. All right, now we gotta kick this story off. First and foremost, girl, we ain't got a long docket. We ain't got a lot of topics on the docket, but we got quite a bit of commentary to get into regarding the docket. And first and foremost, girl, we got to talk about Miss Jonathan majoring in all the L's right now, okay? Please, once again, thumbs up this video as you guys are piling into the sanctuary. Now, did you guys see Jonathan Majors' Good Morning America interview? You guys know me and my moderator and my boy Tyrus came through a few days ago, gave y'all an old nasty piece of hot topics, girl. And we were talking about this up and coming interview with Good Morning America, which was going to be Jonathan Majors' first public outing and talking since this whole thing between him and his Wonder Woman, girl. All right, now you guys know that Miss Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, whom he allegedly left for Megan Good, a.k.a. Coretta Scott King, y'all know we had just reported on, okay, was found guilty on unintentional affliction of bodily harm during a prison melee between him and Miss Wonder Woman, okay? Now, he had an upcoming interview with Good Morning America with news anchor Lindsay Davis. Now, y'all know from previous commentary why I'm personally choosing to stand in support of Jonathan regarding the whole ordeal, which has costed him millions and his goddamn career in Hollywood. And this interview, I'm going to be honest, it pissed me off for multiple damn reasons. Okay, hold on, let me blow this back up a little bit. Let me blow this back up. First of all, Jonathan's whole case with Taylor Swift just goes to show how racially lopsided the entire damn criminal justice system is. No surprise there, right? But to have it literally in our face, as so many of these cases are, when they are publicized, just reminds you that nothing has changed in this country as it relates to the system and black and brown people, but the players themselves. How is it that a black man can be found guilty of accidentally harming someone of pale complexion who's harming him? So you're telling me that a pale woman is so privileged that she can go upside the head and attempt to steal the property of a black American and can be acquitted of all charges and walk away scot-free despite irrefutable proof, while the person of color takes a charge for injuring a bitch in the interim of defending themselves from physical harm? This is so freaking gaslighting that I think it deserves a massacre like that of Ferguson. Because fuck Majors. This is beyond him. This is a reflection of the privilege that pale people all around us have, whether they're neighbors, Uber drivers, managers, pedestrians, etc., that they all possess and can weaponize at any given point their complexion, and that is beyond absurd and aids and abet in there being an open season on Black and brown people at any given moment, despite gender in the Black and brown community. This case frustrates me beyond comparison because it makes it strikingly clear who the so-called justice system serves, which only defaults Black Americans to having to take the law into our own hands, as it continues to be shown that we're on our own in this little booty ass country. Secondly, the thing that irritated the hell out of me was Jonathan Major's face. This nigga always looked like he got morning breath. It looks like his muscles get confused when attempting to do anything but frown. The interview style, in my opinion, did nothing to persuade his naysayers of his plight because he seemed, frankly, ill-prepared. Too many ums and silent, dramatic pauses for someone who should have spoken more matter of a fact, stuck to the facts, and doubled down on them to polarize viewers in a case that is ironclad with facts as it relates to whom was the aggressor. I feel like Jonathan's tone and approach was too soft and cumbersome. The nigga, you were supposed to go in like this was the damn OJ trial. The fuck? He should have pointed out exactly how Taylor Swift injured her finger rather than saying he didn't know, which was caused by her swiping your damn card 100 times at the nightclub she attended following her striking you, where she pussy popped to remixes of Mariah Carey music all night long before bringing her drunk, frail, goofy ass home to pass out in your very expensive damn closet. When asked how she got the laceration behind her ear, you should have told Miss Davis Jabari occurred injury to her ear as a result of having those goddamn ears to the damn streets with her nosy goddamn ass. Jonathan, this was your time to pull a reverse Uno and emphasize the racial disparity and gender inequality that is rampant in this case. You should have reminded people that you were running away from the altercation, which was corroborated by your driver, and that Wonder Woman only came into contact with police presence because you called them out of concern for her safety. It wasn't her that involved the police because she was some abused, battered Karen on the side of the curb with her wig off and a blackened eye. You should have made doubters feel that this was preposterous as it related to denying the physical facts of the case and stated only that you were guilty of being afraid as a Black man put in a domestic violence situation with a white woman because this country has had the audacity to not recognize the facts rather than the color of one's skin. You would have been able to depend on the law if that was the case from the very beginning, rather than having to consider if your white girlfriend going to the hospital for painkillers because of the fight she initiated would even be something that would cost you your freedom and your damn legacy. But it didn't stop there. Majors was questioned about why he kept bringing up Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama's name as a reference for whom he wanted his pale girlfriend to be like. And he said that it was just a poor analogy to reiterate to her the type of loyalty, class, and decorum that he was looking for in a partner. However, Mr. Majors, you forgot that only Black women are capable of being Black women. It was clear to me that Jonathan Majors prefers Black woman's essence on white female bodies generally, which may be a reflection of some internalized anti-Blackness or some pale supremacist indoctrination. However, Jabari probably thought he was talking about Oriental damn furniture when he referenced Coretta and Michelle's name. Like, this nigga want me to aspire to be a foreign couch? After this footage of him and Jabari was released, it went viral, getting the attention of Dr. King's daughter, Bernice, who posted, "My mother wasn't a prop," which warranted a reply from Jonathan, who expressed that he never meant it to be taken any other way other than it being of reverence for whom Coretta is. I guess Majors has finally awakened to the fact that Karens will only be able to be a Kardashian to black men, and that the type of class and eloquence he's looking for can only be given to him by an actual sister, because a clone could never. Now he's with Megan Good, who also was sitting in the interview room supporting her man, as he told Lindsay that she, Megan, is the Coretta, and that he hopes that she will stick beside him and his mugshots because he has found the one. And because Megan, like most black women, believe in being more race loyal than black men, it seems will continue to ride his dick as they prepare for more trial dates ahead. As Jonathan stated, he will continue to fight for his innocence. So we gonna wish Jonathan Clinton all the light and all of the damn love. In the meantime, baby, y'all know what we gonna do. In the meantime, girl, y'all wanna know what we gonna do? We gonna move it along and get into Miss Vivica A. Fox. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't got much to say about this, but I just want to tug on the wig of this topic a little bit. Y'all know Taraji been breaking down and crying all over Beyonce's internet about being lowballed in the industry and having to work at Rainbows to consolidate her income. As a result of this conversation getting started, which goes back to a topic that comedian Monique and actress Gabrielle Union turned into a lawsuit against Netflix because of a similar issue with low wage as a highly decorated black talent, talking of Monique herself. Well, Cocktails with the Queen's very own Vivica A. Fox found herself at the damn epicenter of this dialogue when she was recently summoned forth by TMZ correspondents and asked on her thoughts and claims that were made by the baby boy actress Taraji P. Henson, in which Vivica responded to each his own. She's never had those problems or issues, but to each his own, but cited that she understands Taraji needing to get it all out and support the girls for standing together. But I'm going to let you all listen to her distinct response for yourself, which I thought I had queued the hell up here. Cause you gotta hear it to really get it. Yeah, no. Thumbs up the video, baby. And this is courtesy of TMZ Child. Check this out.
We want to know, do you feel like now is the perfect time to have the conversation that Taraji kind of continued over Monique? You know, you're an actress, you've been out there. Is this the perfect time to kind of talk about that in the right platform?
You know, darling, to each his own. Do you know what I mean? I'm very happy, very blessed. And to each his own. I didn't have that experience, so, you know, but to get your piece out is important. I totally understand that. And I love my girls for looking out for each other. But I'm good.
Wow. That was Vivica A. Fox, you guys. Now, my issue with Vivica's response is that it was loaded with sass and arrogance and delusion. She stated that she supports her girls for sticking together, almost to imply that there's a them and then there's a her. Excuse me, Vivica, as long as you're black, this is your issue. And because you're black, that means it's just a matter of time before it's your personal issue. If there's anything we've learned from the Monique controversy, is that eventually this issue hits every black talent in their damn pockets, which is why Taraji is in the new year crying about an issue Monique was alone in years ago and speaking up about because she wasn't going to go alone to get along. Now, there's a time to be a damn individual and there's a time to stand in solidarity, especially when the issue is systemic. That's the part that a lot of y'all forget. Y'all be trying to bring these anecdotal experiences into issues that are more systemic in nature. And what both you and Fantasia, who also gave a similar response, should have did was stand with Taraji, because in principle, her plight is correct. And once again, that can become y'all's reality any damn day now. This wasn't an opportunity for you to imply how blessed you are in comparison to other female talent. It was an opportunity for you to say that you stand in solidarity with any woman of color who is affected and speaking out about the longstanding gender and racial inequalities in an industry where the majority of the hands that are cutting the checks are white and male. I was very disappointed, to say the least. But I wasn't surprised in the lack of spirit in your response, Vivica. But considering that your network is $3 million to Taraji's 12 million, I'd say you, in fact, are not good, especially when you around here doing payday loan commercials and scratching for your next fluid gig after Cocktails with the Queens dissolved. But you know what we gonna do? In your case too, boo. You know what we gonna do, y'all? We just gonna move it along to this gaslighting ass topic here, bitch. Now, I already told y'all to get y'all damn high blood pressure medicine situated, girl. I already told you to call your damn local pharmacy. I already told y'all what to do, bitch. It's probably gonna get a little rough. This way, it's about to get real ghetto in the sanctuary, girl. Ushers, please pass out volumes and wine, okay? Wine representing the blood of Jesus and the volume representing the holy damn spirit, baby, because I'm sure we about to disagree like a mother lover, baby. I'm practically pretty damn sure of it, all right? So I'm just letting you know right off the gate, baby. Okay, I am not your favorite commentator who gonna necessarily go with popular opinion on things. All right, now let me go ahead and cue up, because I had took some clips from Funky's commentary tonight. Oh God, pray for me, Jesus. Pray for me. Now y'all know Funky ass been keeping the block hot since departing from Fox Soul's hit show TGIF, co-starring Al Reynolds and Claudia Jordan, who just interviewed with us recently and got into some things that you don't want to miss out on. So check that out in the description box below if you missed it. But let's get into the mess. But not before going back a little bit so that we all have an understanding of the sequence of events that have led to what happened tonight. Now, following Funky's departure from the network, he decided to publicly state that he was lowballed in pay from the corporation, and then took more shots following the days of him quitting by insinuating that the company was cheap and petty by requesting their equipment back, which totaled to $127.72. Some had suspected that Fox Soul decided to strike back, but in a more professional way by allowing the guest host in his absence to be one of Funky's most notable rivals, which was comedian Flame Monroe. As a result of Funky decided to triple down on his petty by not only coming on for the remaining week at the same time that TGIF streams, but also decided to throw shots at Fox Soul by citing that a bunch of fake and phony shit been going on from the start that he decided to be quiet about. But it was unclear at that time as to whom he was directly referring to from the corporation until tonight. So let me let you guys hear an excerpt from Monday's stream, okay?
I want to be a part of your circus, Tasha, but
Oh no, that's actually Tasha. This is what I meant play her. Hold on, I ain't even got it. I ain't even got it queued up. All right, here it is.
Bitch, I never told y'all I was going in on anybody. And I know that's what some of y'all tuned in for. That's not my team. I don't get down like that. I like love, peace, and happiness. I just saw the bullshit that a bitch pulled for what it was, and I had to let that hoe know I got her number and don't play with me in my motherfucking face, smiling and kikiing while you conniving and doing some shady ass shit in the background. It's a lot of shady shit going on in the background that's been going on in the background since day one, and I stayed quiet about it, and I'm going to remain to stay quiet about it because I don't indulge in mess, and I don't like being in beef with drama people. But bitches is not going to play in my face in 2024. In my life, I've always been taught to be the bigger person, and I'm going to be very honest with y'all. I don't care what the Bible says, I don't care what your mama and all of them say. Being the bigger person has never served me.
All right. So that's what he had said the first night without the show. Okay, this following Monday. Now, as the skillet was boiling over from all the brewing tension, no other than Unwind with Budweiser K decided to get in on all the action since she got to pay Kevin Hart, Cardi B, the IRS, and run Sledgehammer Head her unemployment stipend by calling Funky Dineva with Flame on the phone under the guise that she wanted to help them to squash the beef, but wanted to record the exchange where Funky politely told her no thank you and hung the fuck up in her and Flame's face, who ironically was actually physically present in Unwind's beer cellar. Now, Funky Dineva decided to chronicle his feelings in 2 videos on yesterday on his channel where he severed ties with bankrupt K, but not before calling her messy, fake, and phony on the way out the door. Now, some viewers are responding to Funky's decision to end his ties with Trasha by citing that he should have never been friends with her to begin with, considering how she has done T.S. Madison, whom also employed Funky and been in a long-standing friendship with him, and that also bankrupt K was justified in involving herself, considering that he outed details of a private phone call that he and her had a few TGIF shows back, where he revealed that Hennessy K told him where she had hid Cardi's money at, and that she was intentionally giving Cardi B the runaround. So it was sheer hypocrisy for many. Some also stated that he's just as unprofessional and untrustworthy as she is, so why prosecute Tasha K for behavior that he also indulges in with his messy ass? Well, before we go any further, I want you to hear what Funky had to say about bankrupt motherfucking K. Oh, hold on. Let me cue it on up, chat.
I want to be a part of your circus, Tasha, but I would appreciate it if you just stay in your corner and I just stay in mine, because you've shown me time and time again, Tasha, there's no other way to politely put this, that you can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what is colleague conversation, what is friend conversation, and what's going to be for the blogs. I don't know about you, but me and my friends don't roll this way.
All right. There was that, girl. Well, let me speak to that a little bit. I thought that it was a cackle seeing another one bite the damn dust as it relates to Unwind with Cardi B's leftovers, because she can't keep no damn friends, just like she can't keep no more damn employees. In all fairness, though, I do have to state that I don't believe Trasha had any ill intent initially. She was just being an opportunist and trying to get content for her failing app, while also trying to throw a good deed out in the airwaves by helping to disarm a beef, because you know Trasha's reputation as a shit starter has more holes in it than Kaya's bottom set of teeth. Now, it's unclear as to whom the idea for the convo to begin with was or belonged to, which I'm going to probably say had more to do with Tasha's idea than Funky's. Okay? Who y'all think? Now, it's unclear as to, well, let me just go ahead and, hold on, y'all, my damn laptop down. Hold on to your love and your power plug. Hold on, y'all. Shit about to die, honey. Now, it's unclear, as I was saying, as to whom the idea was for the convo to begin with, which I'm going to say once again would have had to be Tasha, okay? Because as Funky said, he believed that the beef only existed in Flame's head and that he's only given commentary on Flame publicly regarding statements Flame has made publicly about the LGBTQIA, which he feels does not warrant him to be called junkie, Dineva, and a crackhead in return by Flame. Now, knowing Tasha K, the idea was hers, and Flame was on board because why the hell not, you know? Hold on, y'all. Somebody is calling me down boots. Oh, hold on, y'all. What? Okay, hold on. Okay. Now, as the commentary had went on, the shit continued to hit the fan even more following his commentary on what Tasha did. Tonight, Funky stated that Tasha replied to his text message and acknowledged how she understands how he could feel slighted involving by him having to wake up today to see more headlines from her platform involving his name and thumbnails when it comes to this interview that Tasha claims she already had preset in place with Flame Monroe that just so happened to conveniently begin its production this week. That all the shit that he got started with Fox Soul this week was just conveniently on the same timeline as her interview with Flame. That's what he said Tasha K was implying. Now, Funky went on to say that this just proves his point about Tasha and that as a result of her getting involved with him and Flame's non-existent beef, which he also called Flame all cap on. I'm going to let you guys listen to this.
It's because I didn't say a name. My issue, Flame, my issue, world, is not with Flame Monroe. My issue is with Claudia Jordan. We got it out there now? My Flame wants to say that the reason that we have beef is because I said she wasn't funny and all this stuff because of her comedy special. If she positions her argument that way, then it gives her validity for the toxicity that she spewed at me. First and foremost, and I'm not throwing T.S. Madison under the bus. I talked to T.S. Madison 2 days ago as we were talking about other things, and I said, why is Flame mad with me? And she said, Dineva, it's because of that video that you did from the Breakfast Club. Flame, tell the truth. You don't have to lie to the people. See, if she positions it that I was talking about her not being funny, then she's justified in all the things that she said to me. Address the real issue, Flame. You did that video on the Breakfast Club talking all that anti-LGBTQ and anti-trans rhetoric. And I did a video, which I wasn't even going in on you. And I was simply talking about how you are dangerous to the community and you're not for the community. But you don't want to bring light to that because that'll make you look stupid. All right? That'll make you look stupid. So you want to lie and say, oh, it's because I was talking about you not being funny. That way people think, oh, Dineva, you started it. She got the right to talk about you because you talked about her. I never said those things that Flame said. Now, the second thing that I want to address, Mama, please do not flatter yourself. Flame, for you to think that something that transpired between you and I so many years ago, that I'm sitting up here in 2023, 2024, worried about you and mad about you, baby. I said yesterday that I had no issue with you, Flame, and that you were just a pawn in a bigger game. And I realized that part of the confusion, and maybe Flame is confused, is because I didn't say a name.
Okay. Now, a lot of people say that they believe, I believe the interview was already preset. I think that Flame was already going to sit down with a trasher, but I wouldn't be surprised if the interview was sped the fuck up. I'll say that. I believe it was already preset, but I also can consider that it was sped the hell up. All right? Now, as a result of Trasher and Flame, Funky claims that he's being forced to now state names that he was initially going to leave in the privacy of his journal by stating that his issue is not with Flame, that it is in fact with Claudia Jordan, since everyone wants the tea. Okay? Everybody wants a name, etc., which is really a response to me, to be honest, because all those things were stated based upon the caption and my thumbnail. You want the tea? You want the tea? Well, you got it. You guys know that was the thumbnail for Claudia Jordan's interview, etc. Even with him saying tonight, how dare you? How dare you? You guys know I do the how dare you? How dare thee? Which is fine, okay? Because I use things that I've gotten from him as well. It happens in life. We hear things we like, we use them. We're influencers for a damn reason, all right? So it's no tea, no harm, all right? Now I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to what he had to say about this situation with Claudia.
I didn't say a name. My issue, Flame, my issue, world, is not with Flame Monroe. My issue is with Claudia Jordan. We got it out there now? My issue is with Claudia Jordan. Flame, you were just a pawn in Claudia's game. It's out there now. Now, I'm going to reserve why I have an issue with Claudia Jordan, just in case somebody want to get froggy. I'm going to leave that one in the chamber. Because that one is a semi-automatic weapon that's going to spray up everybody and everything if I unload that clip. But for the record, my issue is not with Flame. My issue is with Claudia Jordan. Flame, I'm not disgruntled. Okay? Let me be very clear with y'all. I'm actually proud of myself. I walked away from a $250,000 a year job. Most people will never see that much money in their lifetime on a job. I walked away from a $250,000 a year job on my own volition because I bet on me. And I can make more by putting that same time into my own shit like y'all are seeing right now. Who walks away from $250,000 disgruntled? Baby,
now I want y'all. Okay, Funky just told y'all what he was making a year, right? Remember when I told y'all earlier on they was over there making 6 figures, and some of y'all was like, "Oh, I don't believe they was making 6 figures." This man just outed the fact that not only are they making 6 figures, they making 6 figures of all the 6 figures, girl. $250,000 was his annual salary alone. Remember that part, because there's this segment that I'm playing for y'all is loaded with all types of data that y'all probably don't even understand. But keep on listening.
I walked away from that with my head held high, empowered, feeling strong. Because if that's what I could make profit sharing with y'all, imagine what I could make doing it all by my goddamn self.
All right, I want y'all to listen to this next soundbite.
And the girls over there nervous now they want to get active on YouTube. After they tried to boss up with the subliminal shade, oh, I'm on the big network TV. Well, stay your ass on the big network. Now you're over here, Claudia, joining, trying to get your YouTube active. I wonder why. Because that shit over there where y'all at about to fucking go to the sewage. All right? So now it's all out there. So can we be done with this week? Can we be done with the lies? Can we be done with the fairy tales and fables? Can we be done with the fake beef? Can we be done with all of that?
Okay. Now, Alexa said Claudia should be making more as her show. Well, you are assuming she's not. She might be making more because it's her show. She might be making more because she does more for Fox Soul other than just commentate on TGIF, unlike Funky and Al. So she, in fact, may be making more. It was another comment I wanted to highlight. Let me see here. Elite Leo says, I would like to see how he's going to sustain earning that amount with his channel alone. I want y'all to also keep that in mind, okay? Because there's a lot of, this shit was loaded with information tonight. Not even for the reasons y'all think. And let me see what this is.
He wants to say that the reason...
Okay, I already played that. Okay, so now it's time for my goddamn commentary. All right? I'm going to go ahead and be honest. And I'm going to continue to be honest. And I want y'all to listen to me well, because I know a lot of y'all got selective ass hearing, selective ass listening, selective ass every goddamn thing, okay? Your processors don't be processing. So I'm going to need everybody to slow down, type it in the chat, and I'm going to need you to actually listen, because a lot of y'all can't chew gum and walk at the same time. So cease all goddamn commenting right now, and I want y'all to listen. So that when y'all respond, especially for those of y'all who going to be oppositional, when y'all go to respond to what I'm saying, that y'all have y'all eggs in a row and are actually responding to everything that I'm about to say. Everything that I'm about to lay out. In all honesty, I'm even more goddamn confused by Funky Dineva. First, he claimed his issue was with nobody. That it was all love. That this was simply over his lack of pay, and told everyone to not believe a damn thing you hear otherwise, because that would be all cap. That this is only about his check, his per episode rate, period and point blank, and that everything else is cap. That's what he said to us. Then he came back and threw more shots following his first live since quitting, and caught somebody undisclosed at that time out for being fake and phony, and was big mad at this person or people. Then he stated that he wasn't even going to say nothing at all after he spent the past 2 weeks throwing shots, throwing subliminals, making innuendos, because he was clearly already sitting right at the hem of the trigger the entire time. But recently cussed out fans which I posted to my Instagram, for not pulling the trigger like he promised on an Instagram post following his first live, which is what initially gassed the fans up to even pile up over on his stream, only for him to call them delusional liars for expecting something that he made no precedent for them to expect, only to turn around and blame why he gonna get messier on Tasha and Flame, who have yet to even bring up Claudia's name at all, deflecting from him dealing with the issue at hand with Flame, because he still can't stand in his truth. Because even though he dropped the name finally, he had to use Flame and Trasher to justify it. Then he revealed what might be truly actually irritating his ass. Because in tonight's commentary, he stated that Claudia been throwing shots by bragging about being on a big network. Girl, how is it automatic shade when Claudia always talks about the bags and the things she get into? Because she is very vocal about being a working girl. She made that very clear even in our interview. It's given, Funky, that you are secretly jealous of her for being capable of having a career in mainstream and having a solid name in the industry that allows her to still be relevant 20 years later, returning to a job she had almost 20 years ago. Deal or no deal. Because her ability to have healthy professional relationships is something that you can't seem to fuck with her on any given day. And this is exactly why some are speculating if you're just projecting onto Claudia to deflect from the fact that you're really pissed at yourself from dropping the ball on a $250,000 yearly job. And speaking of this $250K a year, Funky said himself that any human being would be out of their motherfucking mind to walk away from $250K, which means that he even sees this yearly salary to be absolutely through the roof, and stated that it's more money than people will see collectively in their entire lifeline. But yet, he did a video initially citing that he was underpaid. And I'm just trying to make it make sense. He also stated that he left with his head high because he was deciding to bet. There's a lot of information in that word, bet, on himself. Which to me then suggests that he didn't have the setup financially that he was being provided with by being employed at Fox Soul. So all this recent bravado is null and void by his own admission, which brings me to this. So far, based upon everything that he done said the past 2 weeks, I think that Funky Dineva currently is not making an extra $250K, which is a large amount of money a year. We all can agree is a thorough rich bitch salary, including himself. But because he don't like to work, and after doing a few more calculations, he concluded that he could probably gross this just by doing a few more videos a year, which he would be able to do at his leisure versus the set schedule he had at Fox Soul that he'd then want them to pay him more to stay as a result of. Pay him more at that. What he could potentially get doing this shit by himself. Which also means that this wasn't his current value when he negotiated his terms. And Fox Soul rightfully paid them all according to their current worth, because no corporation pays a bitch for their hypothetical worth. And because Fox Soul didn't want to pay him more than the already existing excellent salary, according to him, that he fuck around and revealed tonight, that he was already being paid, coupled with the fact that he felt he single-handedly assisted in putting Fox Soul on the map, that it was a dig from Fox to him to not pay him. And this resulted in a massive ass ego bruising on Funky's part. Now, even this notion that he put Fox Soul on is not entirely true, as Cocktails with the Queens was already filled with A-listers who brought their own audiences to the networks as well. But we will never take anything away from Funky, but this narrative that he put the city known as Fox Soul on entirely is just not true by way of the facts. No opinions, because he wasn't the only star employed by the network, especially not over the past 4, 5 something years. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of him and Claudia's friendship, but what I will say is that Claudia Jordan said in me and her interview that she's had her own issues with Fox, which is normal when it comes to working with any big machine and corporation, but that she also believes in the long haul and also having patience, which then I'm going to assume because of his and her relationship that she more than likely had pillow talk with him sometimes about the network. And during those times, she wasn't happy herself. And that he's now on Mad Day threatening to out those isolated feelings from Claudia toward the network, now that he's in his feelings about them bringing Flame and Roll on, which is exactly what he's upset about now, no matter how much he tries to play it down. That's why he's coming on intentionally 5 days a week at 8. He said tonight, Flame, you are being used as a big pawn in Claudia's game. Well, Flame wouldn't be able to be used if there was no issue with you and Flame, which you're trying to deny and make it seem like only exists in Flame's head. You can't use someone that's irrelevant. She can't use someone that you're not pressed over. The network can't use somebody that ain't gonna gaslight your ass. So you inadvertently admitted that there is issue and that she's being used intentionally by the network because there is issue, while also simultaneously trying to deny there being an issue. But because he don't want to give Flame no clout, he'd rather direct the smoke toward Claudia, who he know gonna be cute about the bullshit, versus Flame, who gonna go right to hell with him when he goes low, which is just a severe case on his part of deflection. See, it's a good thing that Claudia was actually 100 in her interview with me about her issues with Fox, because she already unloaded the clip for him. She's already admitted things haven't been perfect during her time there, but things are continuing to work out as far as she's concerned. So him busting out now, attempting to make those private convos between him and her issues with Fox would not hold any weight or be seen as her being fake or phony, when she's already stood in her truth in a very classy way by acknowledging that life ain't been no fairy tale over at Fox. So, all in all, what I need to know right now is, what the fuck is Dineva talking about? You slammed the network for being cheap and lowballing you, only to turn around and big up the salary that they were paying you, which you admitted isn't what you're currently earning on your own, but plan to accumulate on your own, while also claiming in your initial video that nobody asked for, that everything is great and good between you and the people over at Fox Soul, including your co-host, who you tributed the first day without you on Instagram, despite unloading the clip already on Fox and their financial situation, only for you to turn around and slam Claudia over issues Flame got with you, who Tasha K decided to jump in between. I'm confused. I'm even more damn confused now. And the only reason I'm going to be confused is because Funky is not being honest. He is deflecting all over the place because he refuses to admit what I personally believe is really the issue. Your ego got towed out of the frame because these people didn't want to pay you more than what you were worth. $250 motherfucking $1,000 a goddamn year for 4 fucking years, bitch. You practically a millionaire. Not even coupled with your combined income from YouTube a year and your alleged investment. You called yourself Taraji P. Hinton, but you getting paid a third of her damn salary and you do a lot less, bitch. You sit in front of a green screen and talk shit 5 hours a day. You get paid $250,000 goddamn dollars a year to sit in front of a green screen for 5 hours total a week. Now, I would love to see what that yearly gross income looks like from those Google Accent checks. And if you knew that this 200, you can wipe your ass with $250K, then you wouldn't have felt the need to also say that you are betting on yourself. There is no bet when you know that you absolutely, by doing 1.5 more videos, as you stated, is going to equal out your Fox Soul salary. You admitted tonight that you make dumb money, stupid money, more money from Fox Soul alone than any motherfucker ever will see single-handedly in one lifetime. You make 5 years worth of other people's annual income in 1 year. What I think you mad at is the fact that you don't make the money you claim that you make. Fox Soul was a big ass chunk of your income. But because you don't want to fucking work, because even 5 hours, 5 days out of the week is too much for you, and because you bring so much to TGIF regarding an audience, you thought that you was going to mean more to these people at this network than what you initially did. And you asked them for more to be willing to sit in a seat that already paid you for your worth. So then you thought that you could sit down with your calculator and figure out if you could do this and get this salary on your own, and figured out that you could amass this amount of money, allegedly, and then brought that to the negotiating table. But once again, networks don't pay you for what you might make on your own. They don't pay you for your hypothetical. Your current objective grand total worth based upon your skill set, your expertise, and where all your math is currently, where all your numbers are currently, is what sum totals your income. And because these people told you can go ahead and go, sis, $250K sounds like a very, very quality salary. You even was out your mind tonight about just how quality of a salary that is. And as a result of Fox Soul pushing on swiftly and professionally, bitch, and not running behind you, even when their ratings dropped from 7K to 3K in the chat, even when a whole week of a witch hunt against them by the Funky Bunch resulted in troll farming and tomato throwing, you thought that the pressure was on for them to get their shit back, and you was excitedly waiting on that phone call that they're gonna meet your quota, all only for their ass to go and find Carolina SUV ass and continue to go on down the yellow brick road. And then as a result of you being witness to the fact that they had the goddamn audacity to go on, despite what you thought you meant, despite the way you punished them as a result of not meeting a quota that you said in your initial video you was okay with them not meeting because it was all love and you could do this on your own to begin with, so there is no foul. So then you started throwing shots, doing posts and deletes to continue to inflame this narrative that you initially had put out in your initial video about them being a struggle network. But you set your ass over there for 4 years, bitch, and $250,000 a year for one motherfucker don't sound like a struggle regarding no motherfucking network to me. What, $250,000 to pay one bitch is not indicative of a motherfucking struggle network. Now, in fact, you actually demonstrated why you sat your ass over there despite being a lazy bitch for 4 years straight. And this is the gag about Funky Dineva girls, that she really think that she's really gagging the girls and she's really gagging herself. But she knows that, which is why she's bleeding out and melting down, and she can't walk away amicably and lovingly like she claimed and promised that she was going to do. Because that $250K that she walked away from got that bitch red-eyed and drunker than the Cooter Brown down there to the goddamn bar. That $250K got her motherfucking ass in a chokehold, bitch. And the fact that Al and Claudia got the audacity to continue to sit their ass over there with $250,000 motherfucking plus, bitch, while he got to get back to work, girl, more days a week. Because now he got to really make $250,000 happen to consolidate his own income, and unlike just showing up on somebody else's shit, he actually got to do more work for that $250K, because he got to do the videos, he got to scourge for the content, he got to edit that pre-recorded material, he got to learn StreamYard, he got to learn YouTube. Now he both the assistant administration and he the motherfucking talent. Bitch, Fox Soul got your ass working now. Working, girl, and you are mad about it. All you had to do when you was over there with TGIF is sit your ass down at 8 o'clock. Now it's all you. You let your ego clock your ass. Now you trying to burn the fucking house down. Now you trying to create a fucking beef. And even if there was beef between you and Claudia, Claudia done kept it real fucking cute. Wish you all love. Whatever she told you in private and personally, bitch, she already done unloaded the gun. She already done admitted she's had her own fucking issues. So you wouldn't be telling the public anything that they already don't fucking know, because she's already let it be known that, yes, it has not been perfect, but I also believe in patience. I know how these things go working with networks and working with brands. Sometimes you got to do standoffs. Sometimes you ain't going to be happy. Sometimes, yes, you got to apply the motherfucking pressure. But you do the calculations, you decide how to pick and choose your battles, and you'll be surprised at what can happen for you by just giving shit a shot, not necessarily jumping out emotionally, not making impulsive ass decisions, etc., not allowing your fucking ego to fuck up your fucking bag, and you mad because she still get to be in Dubai and you got to be in that room with them wigs and them closeted goddamn outfits is, and contact Mother Maddie girl to see when is the next road trip. Because you got to work now, bitch. You look weak as fuck trying to pick a battle with a fucking woman who is keeping it cute on your name over a choice you said you made. You the one putting yourself in a position to look like a liar, to look unhinged as hell. You don't know whether you mad at the so-called low wage. You don't know whether you mad at Claudia Jordan. You don't know what the fuck the situation is. And as a result, bitch, we don't either. We don't either, girl. And you thinking you gagging TGIF because they now got 3K, 4K in they chat to your 19, 18K. But the reality is Claudia and Al still collecting a $250,000 plus motherfucking annual salary for doing a lot less than what the fuck you having to do over on your platform. And that's the key. And that's the cackle. And see, I know that that's what is blowing your shit right now. I know that's what's blowing your shit. And it's all right. Because if you was a real bitch, you would have put a name on it from the jump instead of trying to use Flame and Tasha K's fucking name just to come for another fucking woman. You acting like somebody put you in this position to do all this, bitch, when you've been the one out the window. You've been the one dropping all the time in the tea. You've been the one doing all of that. All Claudia did, bitch, is go to work. I'm going to talk my shit, period. I don't give a fuck what disgruntled, raggedy, mama living ass niggas are in the chat. Suck my dick from the back, bitch, because you got to be over here and endure it. I don't give a fuck what some of you disgruntled, unemployed assholes are doing in this chat, girl, because I'm going to do it until I don't want to do it no more. You got to be over here and get this work. You big mad that I'm over here big mad. You big mad in that comment section. You real big mad. Why you so pressed? Ain't Funky got a Patreon y'all can go sign up for? Ain't he got a Facebook y'all can go sign up for? Ain't he got some shit for y'all to do, ho? Ain't he got a super chat? He said, girl, his GoFundMe is a super chat. Don't y'all got a Cash App to go send him, bitch? Y'all got time to be real disturbed over here. Real big man. But see, I get paid just like Funky and Dineva do for being right here talking shit just like he do. See, that's the gag. Me and Funky and Dineva are working, girl, while you're in this chat for free, big man. See, no matter what emotion I approach the stream with, bitch, I get paid to be here with that energy. See, that's the gag. While you're here mad and emotional for free. That is a whole cackle. That's a whole key. That's real tea. That's real tea. Nah. While I'm here, since some of the disgruntled funky bunches are in the building, bitch, let me go ahead and address the sober living facility dwelling bunches who are upset in all reality that Funky gave up his spot that I've been offered an opportunity to stand in for as a result of Fox Soul's trial run as they rotate weekly guests. See, some of the funky bunch feel that because Claudia Jordan interviewed with me and because our chemistry was unmatched, that it means that I was kissing her ass for an opportunity. But what I want to remind you bald-headed assholes of is that I don't have to kiss ass for an opportunity that was extended to me. Catch it. An opportunity that found me Catch it. An opportunity I was outsourced for. Catch it. As you all saw in real time for yourself, I was just as surprised when Miss Jordan made the claim and extended the offer loud, live, and in color before thousands of you all. And that not only did she bring my name to the producer's table, but that Justin and the rest of the team were also watching the king in real time with the queen of nighttime television. About to be the new queen of daytime television too. Because we're booked and busy. See, me and Claudia connected organically. It is not my fault that she likes me and that she believes I have great energy for her show. The reality is you're truly mad at Funky for embarrassing his audience once again by failing to sustain employment and maintain healthy relationships. And as a result of that embarrassment, some of you are blame shifting onto others like myself and Claudia, who are simply working for 2024. I do not create the things that Funky say. I do not decide what he does or doesn't do, and I'm not responsible for his hypocrisies nor his contradictions. Those are all his actions that you will have to direct toward him. Now, if some of y'all can get off the cocaine long enough, you'd be able to stay under Funky's comment section where you belong rather than make it your business to be over here fighting with a bitch who only reports and makes sense of the news. I don't make it, sugar. I report on it just like Funky does. Funky talks about who he wants and how the fuck he wants, just as I do. Okay? So what you could do is keep the same energy between the both of us and to just do you sloth foot, thin ponytail, gold tooth, wearing Newport 100, smoking yellow-eyed Funky whores even one better. Funky is more than welcome to speak his truth here on the platform as Claudia did, who said nothing bad about Funky and maintained love and her word to him that she would be professional when speaking publicly on the matter that he brought to the world, might I add. I have no personal issues with Funky. I just have commentary about what he has made public, just like he sat his ass on TGIF and did about everybody under the sun. I welcome him to the platform. I welcome anyone to the platform who wants to speak their piece, just as he, Al, and Claudia did so many times on their show after they gave commentary on various public figures. We're all in the same business. We understand the business of commentating, and it truly isn't personal, no matter how butthurt some of you whores are over the thoughts, views, and opinions given here about any of them. Which is why they were even okay with offering others to come onto the show to provide clarity and or correction. Just admit that a lot of y'all who follow folk are biased and just mad because someone is willing to call out what you want because you fail at being objective. If Funky refused to come onto the platform to speak as Claudia did, which I have not extended it directly to him, but hell, even the show that me and Claudia did, it was her idea. I said yes to it. We got into a conversation about the business. She said, you know what? I would love to come on, if you want me to talk about the ins and outs. I said, that's a great idea. And then I said, you know what? We might as well just talk about, your origin story, etc. Because I don't know if a lot of folk know about who you are as a person. And kaboom! It's 11:11. Blessed be. See, if Funky refused to come onto the platform, then he would be the one being biased, not I, because he expected people to do on his show what he isn't even willing to do. which is to provide a fair space for all parties to communicate in if that's what they so please. So please shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down and move it along. I don't have a problem talking directly to Funky Dineva. He is more than fucking welcome to click any link I provide or to contact me or to hit me up and say, hey, bitch. I see you over there giving commentary and shit. Claudia kept it cute on my name, so I ain't got no smoke with her. But I'm going to come over there and clear some things up for you, ho. Okay, cool, bitch. Just give me the time and day, girl. I don't create the news once again. I just report it. Y'all the ones who get butt hurt and think that a bitch be more oppressed than what they were. Girl, this is my job. One that I enjoy doing. And I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I can talk about these folk and have an opinion and also sit down with them and have a very civil, intelligent, and joyful conversation. Y'all will be the same hoes who will be right there talking about, oh my God, I thought this was going to be worth it what it was. This was one of the best interviews ever, bitch. I'm doing my job. Claudia's mature enough to understand that. We're in the same business. Me following the story is how me and her intersected. But my commentary is not informed by Claudia. It's not informed by her extending an opportunity for me to be a guest on TGIF. A lot of y'all who are saying that just aren't familiar with me and are new to the platform and don't know that we give our unadulterated opinion, whether someone is our fave or not. My own mentor, who's also a commentator on this platform, Larry Reed, has came on to this platform and literally said, CTV drags my ass too. Mentor, no mentor. Friend, no friend. Best friend, no best friend. Now, of course, because that's my mentor and friend, I'm not going to be low down and just ridiculous, but nonetheless, we're going to be fucking honest. So, over here, even our faves get equal opportunity commentary. And if my own mentor gets honest feedback about things that are in the public space to be spoken to, how much more do you think that a bitch like Funky Dineva is going to get a fair and honest assessment? How much more do you think, bitch, despite the fact that Funky is the GOAT, the fact that I will always say that he kicked the door down, bitch, for influencers to do daytime television, to be taken seriously. Look at how much an influencer coming out of this space was making a fucking year. Bitch, I gave him his whole roses in my first commentary, girl, about the whole matter. I don't got to take none of that good away from Funky Dineva in order to have an honest assessment about the way that I see he's moving. And guess what, bitch? I'm not God. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put Funky Dineva is. And this is just my perspective. Since he's the only one out of the window, he's the only one getting the work. It's all up to him to either make it make sense or to have this shit looking raggedy and all over the place like he, in my opinion, has it currently looking. As Sharon said, we are allowed to tell CTV we don't agree. Right? Nobody has ever got kicked off this platform by me directly for disagreeing alone. I send bitches to Block Island for being a nuisance, for being annoying, but we do not put people on Block Island for having their own opinion. Told you, this whole platform is a debate forum. Girl, we debate down to the ground until there's blood in the subject sometimes. That's what we do here. So welcome to Reality Boulevard, okay? But since y'all got a lot of fever tonight, what I'm gonna do is right after I cover this last topic, I'm gonna create another watch page, and then I'm gonna drop the link because I know my boy Yusuf want to come up and everything, and I'm gonna let all y'all hit the link. Though anybody with an opinion, Funky Bunch member, non-Funky Bunch members, everybody is welcome, girl. So we'll do a whole community townhouse meeting right after this last topic. Speaking of my mentor, Mr. Larry Live. All right. Now, I wanted to touch on this subject for our rap, girl. Okay. Last but not least, T.D Jakes drama is hitting a climactic point, as it was just revealed by my mentor Larry Live that Prophet Manasseh Jordan is gearing up for a possible lawsuit against the mega church pastor. You guys know a week ago that Prophet Manasseh, son of Bishop Bernard Jordan, came forward and spoke on grooming at the hands of religious leaders. People were soon to be shocked when they discovered that Manasseh used to be the mentee of T.D Jakes during his estrangement from his father, Bernard Jordan. We learned further details from Larry, who Manasseh gave permission to share details with, that Manasseh had experienced an attempted grooming at the hands of his mentor then, T.D Jakes, during those years, allegedly. And that there was a series of inappropriate sexually charged text messages showcasing sexual advancements from Jakes to Manasseh, allegedly, which in part were revealed to the public via Larry Live's platform, in which we also gave coverage to. As a result of Jake's recent allegations stemming from his alleged connection to P. Diddy's freak-offs, whom he also was a spiritual father to, where exploitation and allegations of pedophilia were taking place, an onslaught of accusers against Jakes have come forward, more so privately, to various influencers aside from Manasseh, who appears to be the first of the accusers to take social and civil action against T.D Jakes. Now, according to Larry, the complaint will detail the entire grooming ordeal between the prophet and Jakes, corroborated by all the text messages that Larry stated he did not show in order to preserve them for Manasseh's court case. It is unclear at this time, though, what the legal complaint will be, even though we know what it will be about. And it is also unclear as to what level of reparations the man of God is seeking as it relates to the psychological trauma that he endured at the hands of a religious man he trusted. Now, what I can also tell y'all is that the members, okay, according to my sources, of Jake's team have been blowing up Manasseh's phone, like P. Diddy's attorneys, to Cassie's voicemail, since all of this has come out, and that they are begging him to just give them a number because they just want this all to go away quietly. I learned from my sources that Manasseh has no plans of settling the matter out of court, at least not until the filing is complete, where it can act as a road opener for others who may have been abused and taken advantage of by the leader of the Potter's house. Speaking of other accusers, 2 out of the 4 whom have already come forward privately to various influencers plan on also filing suit as well, with Jake's team allegedly trying to pay everyone off, which is his legal right to settle out of court. It is unclear if we'll see those complaints make the light of day, as money talks and bullshit walks. Now, from the accuser's perspectives, there's no wrong in settling out of court over a matter that was civil to begin with and was only going to be rectified through financial incentive to begin with. Settling out of court just cuts the time and energy down to the middle, allowing both parties to get to the bottom line resolve. To the public, however, these matters may be frustrating when they aren't seen all the way through civilly, because they leave more questions than answers and lack in aiding the public to come to an informed conclusion by way of the court's due processing. What it seems that we can, though, rely on is hearing from Prophet Manasseh and his commitment to file legally. And you know that I will keep all of you properly informed. Now I'm going to wrap up here. You guys can tell me what you think about the topics here tonight. Are you here for Funky calling Unhinged out, or feel it's the pot calling the kettle black? What do you make of Manasseh's plans to file civilly against T.D. Jakes? And do you feel Jonathan Major should be given a second chance or close the goddamn door? And what are your thoughts on Vivica A. Fox? If you enjoyed yourself, hit that Cash App and or PayPal, subscribe, send all the tea to my emails and DMs on Instagram at Consciouztv or Consciouztv@gmail.com. I'm going to go ahead and set up the after show so we can get into all of y'all's thoughts and we can argue this thing down to the ground about Funky and his commentary tonight. See you guys in a few. Bye.